Hello, we are delighted to hold conversation with Experian Marketing Services. To be more exact, what services do you provide?
So Experian Marketing Services is a really interesting proposition. In essence, we're a data provider, but we've got lots of different propositions, and particularly what's relevant here is we're talking about some of our digital propositions. So we have Hitwise, which is our sort of online analytics proposition, allowing you to see where people go online and also what search terms they're typing into Google. We have Cheatmail, which is our email service provider, which allows you to send out emails to all of your customers. We have Techlightenment, which is our social offering, allowing you principally to do Facebook advertising, but it also has a social CRM proposition. And then we also have, within the wider Experian group, we have Mosaic, which allows you to do sort of customer segmentation and really understand who your customers are and where they live and what they're doing, both online and offline. So the combination of those factors makes a very sort of strong proposition, and the synergy between those really helps to make it a very sort of strong and interesting thing for our clients.
Do your clients order SEO services or paid search more frequently?
So in essence, we don't really do SEO or PPC per se, but what we do is we help clients with their SEO and PPC projects. So with the Hitwise tool, it allows you to see the way that people are searching in the UK, and in particular, because we've got so much data, because we monitor about a quarter of the online population in the UK, we can see what are the most relevant search terms, and also sort of which ones are attracting sort of paid links or which ones are attracting organic links. Obviously, for an SEO or PPC company, that's essential to understand where are the gaps in the market, which are the terms which are really sort of doing well, and which ones are not doing so well.
Okay. You say that you can provide your clients with the data, insights and tools that they need to execute multi-channel campaigns with successful results. What analytical tools do you use to receive and process such data?
So the tools that we use are all sort of in-house tools which are sort of part of the Experian brand and part of the Experian product. So Hitwise, for example, is a phenomenal tool for competitive intelligence, understanding where people are going online, and also not just for where your traffic is coming from for your own website, but where are your competitors getting traffic from. Cheatmail, similarly, is one of our own in-house tools which allows you to send out millions of emails and to segment those according to who your customer base is. And Mosaic is an in-house Experian product which allows you to really get down to the sort of the core of who your customers are by profiling them by one of over sort of 500 different data variables.
We'd like to ask you a few questions, looking for your opinion about general issues in digital marketing. First of all, what future for using mobile devices and mobile marketing all over the world would you predict?
So I think people have been talking about the year of mobile for a long time now, and actually, the year of mobile, it's not coming, it's already gone. It's here, and mobile is now. We know that mobile smartphone penetration in particular is growing all the time in the UK, and so it only makes sense that mobile marketing and being able to alter your digital strategy to be able to cater for mobile is going to become increasingly important. So we think that in particular there are certain things that you can do from an email perspective, being able to make sure that your emails render properly for mobile devices, and that you can offer as many. What we're seeing is a lot of our clients now are having to go for specific mobile websites, and a lot more of their strategy and a lot more of their digital spend is being thrown into the sort of the mobile arena, because they see the value and the importance that mobile can bring.
Google animals. Do pandas and penguins really help mankind, or do they just cause harm to SEO professionals?
So I think you have to take that question into sort of context. The whole point of the Google updates is to make stuff more relevant for the customers, the people who are actually conducting the searches. Yes, it's a pain for SEOs because Google's constantly changing the algorithm and it's constantly making things harder. But that's why they're in the job that they're there. If it was all very easy, then there'd be no need for SEO anymore. But ultimately, it's there to make the user experience better, and that's got to be a good thing.
Will social media, with their search facilities, kill traditional search engines like Google, from your point of view?
it's far too early to say whether social is going to be the big sort of search killer. From what we've seen within our data at the moment, search is one of the sort of the biggest industries online, and it's certainly one of the it is the biggest driver of traffic online in the UK. So roughly 35 to 40% of all traffic coming to websites in the UK is coming from a search engine, and that's going to be a very hard thing for social to erode. Of course, social media is massive, and it's the thing which people spend most of their time online. About a quarter of all time spent online is on social media websites, but I think it will take quite a long time before they can sort of get rid of the place which search has in the online industry. And in fact, there's nothing to suggest that the two can't continue to coexist.
How do you remain up to speed with all the rapidly changing changes that inevitably take place in digital marketing technologies?
So this is a really interesting question, and I think the way that we're finding it increasingly that people are sort of staying ahead of the game and keeping up to date with all of the changes that are going on is by using data. Data is becoming more and more fundamental to everything that we do, not only from understanding what's going on in the marketplace, but also by able to show that what we're doing is actually adding value and driving ROI. So in essence, the best thing to do is to actually get involved in the data, understand what the trends are online, how are people reacting to certain things, how do celebrities affect online behaviors and the way that people search for certain things. This is the best way, and it's got to be a sort of a constant monitoring. There's no point just doing this as a sort of one-off project. You have to be constantly on top of what's going on and helping to understand the way that people are reacting to certain trends, both seasonal and sort of one-off events.
What can companies benefit from taking part in digital marketing events?
So I think the great thing about these events is it's all about sharing and it's all about learning. It's about people coming here and understanding what's in the marketplace, what they can take, learn some of the key sort of best practices which the leaders in the field have to offer. And it's also about meeting your peers. It's about understanding their pain points. Are they having the same sort of issues that you're having in your company? And then it's a great networking event as well. A great way to sort of meet people who are also in the industry and sort of finding those connections.
Slightly personal question, what is the worst advice you've ever been given in business?
The worst advice, probably a silly one, would be have you tried switching it on and off yet? That always seems to be the default for our tech guys.
What role will digital marketing play for Experian in the future?
So digital, we know, is a huge growth area, and it's only going to become sort of more significant as we start seeing a shift away from sort of traditional advertising and people are investing more in digital. So it's already a very key proposition with search and social and email and some of the ways that those channels are evolving, but it's only going to get stronger as that becomes a sort of a core channel and as more people start to spend more of their time online.
Okay, it's very nice to talk to you. Thank you very much for answering the questions. Please do watch the interview at bizteams.com.
Thank you very much.